Hi guys, it's Samantha Paradina, and I'm sitting here looking at these little things I drew and thinking about them, and I was thinking about that scripture where the apostle said, should I forgive my brother 7 times in a day? And Jesus, 7 times 7? He said 70 times 7. I don't remember the exact scripture, but it's flesh and soul and body. 7 times a day is the 7 wells of your soul. Forgive every single thing you could do in a day. 7 times. 7 different things. And then in your soul. Okay, I'm going to draw this separately. Oh, I'm out of paper. Let's see. The body, say, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll say 7. The body functions in 7 main spheres. The seeing and hearing is your brain, the speaking and breathing, the heart, the stomach, the reproductive, and pleasure, and the hips and the sacrum is the walking on the earth. They're very specific functions. So the body has 7 specific functions that are like God the Father in His image. And on the part of our body that is flesh, it's the 2 points of your hip and the center of your back. If you lay flat on the ground, those 3 points are what touch the floor of your body. Besides your head and your limbs, on your torso, it's the 2 hips. So the body is the bottom part of the Star of David. It's the body, and it's all the triangle. And the enemy likes to say just the triangle. He just wants to be flesh, 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 flesh. He wants to be the soul and spirit. He wants to take over your soul and be the spirit. He just wants to use your body, which is, it's represented by the hips, the 2 hips walking, and the top of the back spine where it curves and touches the earth. If you're laying flat on your back, that's your core. It's the tips of your hip and the center of your back. That's a person being raised up in a physical body. They make this triangle when they touch the earth. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wells of the soul overlapping. You have the 2 points of the edges of your rib, and you can make a triangle. If you lay on your stomach on the floor, your pubic bone and the edges of the tips of your rib cage are going to support your torso. And when you breathe, it's your rib cage moving, and there's muscles connected to here's your pelvic bone, your pubic bone. So when you breathe, it's the front, and this overlaps. The spirit, the soul, and the body makes the Star of David. And there's 6 points. So the 6 points of light, and then the main point is right in the middle. It's the Spirit of God. There's 6 points of light around each one. And the main one is the Spirit of God comes through each well, but He also is a plumb line that comes down through. He's all directions, guys. So then you could say the Spirit. So these points, you would have the corners of these points make 6, and then when you overlap them, it's like a wheel within a wheel. If you could draw 2 circles overlapped, and that's your well of your body, and there's 2 circles, and so you take this body and soul, because the body has the point up. There's nothing really spiritual about the body, except that it's made in the image of God, and there's 7 wells, and God made this shape. And then the soul breathes and overlaps the body, and this is the ribs. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and seven would be through the middle. So if you overlap the body and the soul, you have the two spheres. Then you have the Star of David overlapping the breath of God on top. He puts breath, all the souls are God's, he says. He puts breath on top, and underneath is your physical body. And that's where you can live and breathe and have your being in him, and you can worship. And there's the 7 colors of light all around, but the main color's in the middle. So this would be violet, and then all the other colors around. And this would be indigo and all the other colors around. And so you would have 7. Then you would have 7 times 7 is body and soul. So the body's 7, and then 7 times 7 is the body and soul. And then 7D times 7 is the spirit. The spirit filling. The plumb line of the spirit and filling every direction through there is the Spirit of the living God if you're full of God, if you have the Holy Spirit. So you get baptized where he comes on you, and you can also be in you coming out. So it's 7, 70 times 7. I mean 7 times 7. And then 70 times 7. So these scriptures have mathematical and scientific meanings and realities behind them. They're not airy-fairy, just made up. And I'm just barely grasping, like a kindergartner trying to do calculus. I'm just barely saying, I think there's a mathematical reality to that. I think there's, it's like a little kid playing with a chemistry set, saying, I think there could be a nuclear power plant somehow out of all of these building blocks. I think we could fly to outer space. I think there's an understanding to be had here. We need to think with the mind of Christ and feel with his heart and believe with the power of his faith that we can know him and the power of his resurrection. We can know him in the fullness of his majesty and his kingdom. We can understand him in his ways. We can know his creation. And not for a dollar bill, just for the joy of knowing who he is and knowing who we are and living and moving and having our being in him and understanding the words he spoke to us, where I think it was Peter said, should I forgive my brother 7 times? And he said, I tell you not 7, but 70 times 7. And they would even think 7 times 7? No, 70 times 7. Maybe 70 times 7 is the soul, and there's 700 or 7,000 for the spirit. That's how it's exponential. 30, 60, 100 fold. 10, 100, 1,000. 7, 70, 707,000. God has 100-fold return. He has 1,000-fold return. He has double 1,000. He has triple 1,000-fold return. He just keeps coming. How do you explain that? He never ends, but he's trying to put it in a framework that we can understand. Forever seems kind of nebulous. And then this 70 times 7 times 70 times 7,000 times 7 becomes infinity of goodness and light and life and love. And every facet, how many 7,000s times 7,000s is that? 700,000s times 700,000s. God is bigger than the enemy, you guys. He's bigger and better. He wins, and all that looks like loss is not loss. I'm getting to the depths of my inner healing, and I heard a friend on Facebook say she had a dream Miley Cyrus got free, and God told her he's setting the monarchs free, the MK Ultra traumatized, tortured, oppressed, abused, mind control victims. I'm getting free, and I believe God's going to let me pray, and they just get free, just like that. It's coming to that time. So maybe in my life looks like a complete failure, but maybe God's just really smart and he knows what he's doing. And he can take utter failure and make it be something great. He's so cool like that. And I didn't even have to figure it out to think, okay, you said do this, okay, I'll obey. I can't but do anything else. If I could have said these words a day before, I would have said them a day before. If I could have made sense years ago, I would have really made sense years ago. He knows I can't mess up because I'm not doing it. He's doing it. I can't speak too soon because I can't. He didn't let me have my full faculties of reasoning. He didn't let me understand this sooner. And he's told me through somebody online, through a prophecy, don't think what is a failure. Who told you you're a failure? I never said that. God never said that to me. So you guys doing nothing, but you're trying and you want good and you want God. Trust him. He'll bring that from your life. Your life matters just exactly who you are. Live your life. Be real. Have your emotions. Have your feelings. It's okay. God's working it out. He's above all of us. He's able to do it. So God bless you. Bye-bye.